Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Faris and here my friend Danish. So we are here to interview our young entrepreneur who now running a business, which is Mr. Alif. So first of all, we need to Mr. Alif, Sir Alif, to introduce yourself and your business. Can?
Alright, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to everyone. First of all, I would like to thanks to Mr. Faris for inviting me to this interview. My name is Ahmad Alif bin Ahmad Fairuz. Currently, I am the director of Graduate Engineering Ventures, which registered under the Syarikat Suruhan Jaya Malaysia. And I'm 21 years old and still doing my second year degree of mechanical engineering with honors. So my business is focusing more on buy and sell used gadgets.
The next question is, instead of other type of business, why did you choose this business?
Okay, at first I actually doing this kind of business just for my hobby, to fill in my times during the COVID-19. So during that time, actually I'm still doing my SPM during that time. So I actually really need an iPad for me to make it easier for me to learn during the SPM. So during that time, I was thinking, how am I supposed to afford my own gadget? Because I asked my dad, he's actually not a person who will simply give everything to his children. So I'm asking for a very expensive iPad during that time. And I told to him that I really want that iPad. And then during that time, he actually teach me on how we actually doing the trading, buy and sell the user gadget. So that's actually how I started and choose the business. And because of my dad, he taught me all the way through my journey.
So for the next question, I want to ask you, Mr. Alif, how long has this business been running and what makes you interested to doing this business, to open this business? Can you answer it, Mr. Alif?
Sure. So as I mentioned, I actually started this hobby during my SPM year, which was in 2020, but that was just a hobby. So for this year, on 16 January 2024, I started actually legally doing that business by Suruhan Jaya Syarikat Malaysia for me to actually get more fund and model to run and rolling the business. So why do I choose this business? Because what I can see is the market is diversified, because as we know, during this 21st century, right, which even you yourself, me myself, we are all use this gadget to doing tasks, assignment, and to complete all the works given by the teachers, teachers or lecturers. So I can see from a very young age, from a baby to a very old man or old woman, we are all use the gadget. So I can see the market is very big, and that's the best way and easiest things for me to buy and sell and to make a profit. But it's actually not focusing more on the profit itself, but we are also focused on profit and helping others on completing their tasks.
So that's okay.
So may I ask, in other business industry, who that you admire or inspire to be one of them, such as role model for you?
Alright, for me, there's a lot of people out there are running businesses. But the most person that I admire is the one who are all come from the engineering background. Because why? Because an engineer, they may not apply their engineering knowledge in their life. But the best thing when they are applying their engineering knowledge in business is actually on how do they think on solving a problem in their businesses. So that's why we are an engineer, we are actually taught on how do we actually solve a problem. So back to the questions again, The person who I admire, you can say, Khairul Amin, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, they are all come from engineering background and they run a business and they become a very successful and a well-known person in business industry.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
So, Mr. Arif, that you have run this business for 4 years, right?
Yes.
So, I want to ask you, what is your hopes and goals that in this business do you achieve in the future?
In the future. Okay, so my hopes and goals is actually on helping a lot of more people out there who actually can afford their gadget. So with our company, we are actually offering a very affordable and cheapest gadget in the market, because our vision and mission are focusing on helping others, because in business it's not all about making the profit itself, but rather we are also trying to help on what our people need. So that's how we actually making a profit, by helping people problem. So we hope that all and everyone can afford and own a gadget in future. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. Alif. So, that to the next question.
So, as we know that you are a young businessman, so what is your advice to the young people who are interested in getting involved in the business industry?
So my advice to all to all teenagers out there who are interested in doing business, the first and most important thing that you need is your restu, mercy from your parents. You need to ask them you need to take advice from them, because your success for Muslims, even for non-Muslim as well, your success is actually coming from them. And then you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you through all your business journey. And then in business, of course, you must be patient, because there always must have ups and downs, because not all the time we get the profit, because sometimes we also have the challenges, we have the loss for our business. So that's why we must stay strong and be patient if you want to become a very successful entrepreneur. Thank you.
So now we at the end of our session. So may I conclude this, Mr. Alif?
Sure.
So Mr. Alif is a young entrepreneur who do the business in gadgets, that take and sell gadgets, right?
Yes.
Take and sell gadget, and sell it in the affordable price. So beside Mr. Alif, there is a lot of young entrepreneurs such as Mary, you know, the one who sold the baju Melayu Bulan Bintang. And besides Mr. Alif that now study in mechanical engineering, there's also in engineering businessman who is a background of engineering, such as Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and so on. So both of us want to thank to Mr. Alif that
Thank you so much.
thanks to Mr. Alif that
Thanks
can make an interview with us today. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alif.